Hey, you weirdo. Hey, I have got to see if this is working. And also, maybe I should share those places, right? Maybe. Just maybe. This is live somewhere. Oh, is this not live? Oh my God, this might not be live. This should be live. What is happening? It's live. Yeah, it's live on Facebook. What's happening? Oh my god. Is it not? I don't know what's happening. Oh, it is live. Okay. Look, we're doing things. Big things popping, right? Yeah. So, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be finishing up on the Fulton County thing. Um, right here. We're gonna be finishing up, well, possibly finishing up on the Fulton County thing. Um, Hold on. Yeah, possibly finishing up on the Fulton County thing, and then going back to the American documents. But um, mm, somebody should be talking about this Fulton County thing because this Fulton County thing is kind of gnarly, like extremely gnarly. And really, we should be looking into the Bureau of Prisons. Like, how much were they getting paid off to do this? Like, to allow this to happen, there's oversight because I know all the prisons was in was highly afraid of being fined for stupid shit. So, how was this place not afraid of being fined or in trouble? Who were they paying off? You know what I mean? Okay, now I'm done sharing all of this places. But anyway, they're like, how were they not afraid of that? I don't know. It's a problem. Um, so how were they not afraid? See what's happening in life right now. No one knows. Stop sharing. Okay. We'll do it like this. Okay. Now, now share screen, maybe. I don't know how this is gonna work. Because again, trying new things, oh, there I am. Hi, me. Can I go over here? Oh, wait, it does do things. Okay. That is so cool. Okay. So we're going to be doing numbers because I know what the fuck these numbers mean. And we're going to read about the numbers because numbers are just as important as words, except for numbers can be manipulated. Words can also be manipulated, which is why we're learning words. So, this says, we also analyzed violence in the jail by, hold on, what's happening? Okay. So, we also analyzed violence in the jail by examining violent incidents in the same 2 months in consecutive years. More people were injured in violent incidents during February and August of 23 than during February and August in 22. Generally, violence in the jail appears to have increased from 22 to 23 and from February to August in 23. The amount of violence remained high, even as the population declined. Well, like deductive reasoning would tell you why. What inmates have you got at that point? What gang are they involved in? Why are you housing them with the gang that they are warring against or whatever? And this is all emotional bullshit. Why are these men so emotional? My mom said it was a bunch of beta males trying to be alpha, and I could see that because this is so emotional. This is a bunch of babies trying to wear their dad's underwear instead of a diaper. This is over emotional bullshit. And again, you could break it down by the person. Why is this happening? What is the cause and effect? You know, you did this here and it caused this. So stop doing this and it won't be so bad. Like, this is stupid. What do they call that? Formal logic, which I did pretty good in college. Formal logic. Yeah, formal logic would break this down. If this, then that. If that, then this. People are so dumb. See, veterans should be handling the prison. Veterans should be doing these CO and border guard jobs. Veterans would handle this shit no problem. There wouldn't be so many homeless veterans if they could do this instead of the lazy fucking people that are doing it now. Absolutely. I believe that in all of my soul. Fire these fat, lazy motherfuckers and hire some veterans. That is pretty simple. Put some alpha males on top of these beta males, and I bet they'd quit. We also, wait, okay, we already read that. So then here are more numbers that represent things. I've never been good at math, but apparently it was like low here and then high here because I don't know why. It seems like it's some kind of war going on between two sections of people is what that looks like. Or guards were letting what did they call that at gladiator school? They would let regular prisoner out with a pedophile and watch how long it took them to hurt them. Something like that. This is guard shit. This is lazy guards or guards wanting a job done. Anyway, in the first 9 months of 23, there were 200 emergency transports to an outside hospital for injuries from getting beat up. In one case in 23, in August of 23, medical staff at the jail treated someone after several other inmates reportedly stabbed him in the face and beat him. See, what is this shit? What is the point? What are you proving? You stabbed him in the face. Good fucking job. Why? Can why? What's the point of stabbing him in the face? It doesn't do anything. And you're not proving any point by hurting someone. You could just, or killing someone. You could just beat them up every time you see them until they do whatever. You don't even gotta look. This is stupid. This is over emotional bullshit. Okay. He reported pain and difficulty breathing, and medical staff sent him to the hospital for a possible rib fracture in July of 23. An inmate was sent to the hospital after getting beat up by multiple people. He had 9 stab wounds and required care for complex lacerations and to rule out tendon injuries in his hand. What is the point? Why? Why? This is over emotional bullshit. You could have just took him to the bathroom and knocked him out and just left it at that. And then knock him out again until, you know, he does what you want. Whatever. What is the point of this? These guys are going to end up stabbing somebody with AIDS and giving themselves AIDS. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Why? This is over emotional, overkill bullshit. All this is like a guide how to catch more charges. You already don't want to be there. So you're just going to go ahead and make your time longer for what? No reason. No reason really. You just want to be in jail because why? Nobody wants to be in jail. I mean, it's an okay place to be, but I would like to be out of it. Not gonna stab somebody and give me longer time. Are you kidding me? What's wrong with these? What's wrong with these people? There are more emergency medical transports from jail for injuries from getting beat up over this 9-month period in 23 than there were in all of 22. And there was 233 people who went to jail from January 16th to September 23rd, 2023, compared to the 199 following in 2022. Okay, so are they doing this analysis in 2023? Because if they are, I'm not wondering if the guards are inflating these numbers to make sure they get some kind of relief. It kind of seems like they might be doing it on purpose so they can do something about it. At least some of them are. I don't know that to be true because there's a lot of bad people for no reason, but there are also good people for good reasons. So maybe it's something like that. And again, I'm I'm not sticking up for the jail or the people that run this place. What I'm saying is maybe one of the guards is trying to get some kind of help for this place. I don't know. Anyway, in some cases, officers have allowed or initiated violence at the jail. Dustin said, remember, I said, the gladiator school here in Ohio. The guards do this. You get to hurt a pedophile and there's a time limit or something. But anyway, in February of 23, a detention officer opened a door and let an incarcerated person leave his assigned housing zone and enter another where he and multiple others attacked someone. Although the officer witnessed the guy getting beat up, she did not report it or get medical help. She later sprayed cleaning solution on the blood. The officer was terminated and criminally charged for her conduct. Why? Uh, Why? That is stupid. That is stupid. What is that man gonna do for you from inside jail? Why would you do that? No dick is worth your job. No dick is worth your kids. What is this? Why? Oh my God. In April of 22, a deputy was fired after he opened and incarcerated a prisoner's cell, brought him to another cell, and then stood by and watched as the two men fought. Well, that's stupid. Why are you risking? Why would people risk their careers for someone in jail? What are they going to do for you? Are you kidding me? Then a federal court ended a mm, a prior consent decree over conditions at the jail 9 years ago. The sheriff's department reported two physical assaults with a weapon in the jail in 15 and three such assaults in 14. By comparison, there were 7 stabbing incidents in 24 and 10 stabbing incidents in 23. Over 3 times he reported number of assaults with any type of weapon at the end of the court's oversight. What does that mean? And why are they writing these dates backwards? They're trying to confuse people on purpose because that doesn't say anything. Okay. Okay. There is no reason to believe that the sheriff's office data does not capture the true extent of the violence inside the jail. Not all violent incidents at the jail are reported and are appropriately documented. For example, in September of 23, we advised counsel for the sheriff's office of a report that a prisoner had been stabbed the week before and required medical attention. In response, the jail's med staff met with the prisoner and confirmed he did have multiple stab wounds, his bloody clothes wouldn't have told you. These guys are assholes. This is stupid. Anyway, he had been stabbed. Okay, and they confirmed that he had stab wounds to his chest, back, and hands. Why? This stupid. This is emotional bullshit. Why? Why are these men like females? This is crazy. No incident report documented this assault, and the person told medical staff that although he reported this stabbing to an officer, he was not taken for treatment until we alerted counsel of the incident. How did he avoid getting gangrene? How did he avoid getting sepsis and shit? Staph infection. I wonder. I wonder. That guy must took a shower every 10 minutes. Anyway, we also identified incidents of incarcerated people transported to an outside hospital for injuries consistent with getting beat up real bad without incident reports documenting what had occurred. If you are here, press like and subscribe, and also comment what do you think about this wild shit? This is crazy, right? Like, how it is like, how isn't the Bureau of Prisons involved in this? Or have they been getting paid to ignore this? Because this is insane. And can't people's lawyers reach out to the Bureau of Prisons and say something, write a complaint? There's oversight of this stuff. That's crazy. But anyway, we're going to keep going. Low staffing levels in the jail described in section 3. Yeah, but why aren't you hiring veterans? Like, homeless veterans could do this job better than any of those fat, lazy motherfuckers you got working for you now. You could give the veterans the jobs to handle the violent people. Veterans need that kind of exertion. Like, they need somebody to act wild because they're used to that. And let them take these hard jobs instead of this fat guy that wants to sit at the desk and eat hot Cheetos. That's real life. That's what they do. Like, they just sit in their little booth and look at the camera every once in a while. It's a thing. Anyway, low staffing levels in the jail described in section 3 contribute to the failure to report many violent incidences. Another factor is victims' fear of retaliation for disclosing violence. For example, in March of 24, a victim suffered through the night until the next morning because he was afraid that to report that he had been poked. He was afraid he had been poked violently, although doing so would put him in danger anywhere in the jail. In a separate incident, that month, an incarcerated man with multiple puncture wounds to his back and arm denied having been assaulted. And wait, oh, yeah, he didn't want to tell him he got stabbed. He wanted to say, I fell out of the boat, or I fell out of the bed. I fell out of the boat. What the fuck is wrong? I'm losing my mind. Of where am I at? Okay. So, dude said he fell out of bed. Okay. Wait. How long have I been on the thing? Okay. 25 minutes. We're not doing bad. Okay. So, the jail fails to protect vulnerable populations from violence. Wait. I okay, what? We already read this. What? Okay. People with serious mental illness, people identified as gay or transgender, younger people with less experience in jail are particularly vulnerable to violence in the jail. Poor baby. Leave the kids alone. They're not, they just think they're tough. Leave the babies. Okay. As mentioned, two people with mental illness were unsubscribed from God's YouTube by cellmates in the jail's mental health unit in the fall of 22. One of these victims had an intellectual disability. Oh, this is the one that love forced to stay in jail, ain't it? Silly ass, bald, chicken headed hoe. Look, she's a heifer. It's a thing. And she, mm-mm. Something happened. Did you hear that? I don't know what it was. Anyway, so he had an intellectual disability. In February of 23, oh my God. In February of 23, 5 serious assaults occurred against people in the mental health unit by their cellmates. In some cases, people were perceived as mentally ill or who act strangely are forced out of housing areas by other prisoners. In April of 23, mm, mm-mm, an incarcerated person reported that he feared for his life because he heard people on the zone announce these mental health assholes going on the door tonight, and believe that uh he and others with mental health needs would be forced to leave the housing area. I believe that. Okay. People perceived, oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay. People perceived to be gay or transgender also have a high risk of experiencing violence in jail. I okay, how? But all right, because there's a way that those types of people survive that shit no problem, so I'm not exactly sure. I mean, some people do get kind of freaked out about it, but you're in jail and you can be gay for the stay. So, I don't know, but I have a hard time believing that one. We identified multiple instances of incarcerated people being targeted for violence based on perceived sexual or gender identity. I have a real hard time. I mean, maybe when they first get there so they can see how tough they are. But a hustle is a hustle and they got the hustle. So, and there's such a thing as gay for the stay. That's all I'm going to leave it to. But, I don't know. In April of 24, an incarcerated person reported that another incarcerated person assaulted him because he was gay. Yeah, but I the victim had visible scratch marks, bruises, and cuts from the assault. Is that really all you got? What the fuck is this? Like, right, I'm pretty sure that's not because he was gay. Just if that's all you got, you owe somebody some money or something because that is not what? Okay. Of all the stuff we've been reading, it's like, no, he just had some scratch marks. I mean, it was scratch marks. They were terrifying. Scratch marks. What the fuck? That's so stupid. Okay. Wait. Bruises and cuts. Okay. In 23, a person reported to officers that he was not safe because people in his housing area were accusing him of being gay. Oh my God, no. You can look. They accuse everybody of being gay because that's the only insult you really have in there. Like, what other insult do you have in a place where everybody's in the same situation? You're either gay, retarded, slow, bitch made, or built like that. So I just okay. Anyway, they were accusing him of being gay. He was stabbed later that day. Oh, so he pushing up on somebody? Is that what it was? He was pushing up on somebody and he's like, "Oh, that guy's definitely not gay. I'm about to die. I need to get off here." Oh my God. I mean, some of the stuff you could see, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that guy probably did some gay shit to the wrong person." I don't know. But I've seen situations like that. Okay. That same month, a person who presents as a transgender woman and uses a female name was stabbed while asleep on a temporary bed above on the floor of a housing unit. The victim was an investigating officer. Oh, oh, wait, hold on. I read that wrong. Okay. It was stabbed on the floor of a housing unit. The victim told an investigating officer that the assailants targeted because of its sexuality and that it was a hate crime. You pissed somebody off on the streets, didn't you? Okay. Listen, she was targeted because of her sexuality and it was a hate crime. It shared with us that her assailants called her a faggot, a bitch ass, and gay while attacking her. In June 23, an inmate reported that multiple assailants attacked him in his sleep because of his sexuality, telling officers, I am bisexual, and it has gotten out, and now everyone is at my head. He said that he was moved after being assaulted on another floor for the same reason. The officer observed one of his fingers was broken, his elbow looked out of place, and he had several bruises on his face. Just, just okay. 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 Additionally, 17-year-old boys at the jail have a substantial risk of experiencing violence, particularly the period shortly after their arrival. We identified a pattern of, oh my God, we identified a pattern of 17-year-olds initiating each other, new, initiating boys into the jail with, okay, so they're hazing new inmates. Who the fuck started that? Oh, man. Why aren't these people being fined? And what are 17-year-olds doing in man jail? Are you kidding me? Okay. Including 5 cases where boys were seriously assaulted within 2 weeks of admission to the jail and required outside medical care for their injuries. In June of 23, a 17-year-old boy submitted of a grievance saying he was not safe. As 17-year-olds tried to make every new person crash out, having people fight me and try to stab me, despite only 30, around 37, 30, 17-year-old boys living in the jail. They were assaulted and required off-site emergency care on multiple occasions, including incidences in February, April, and June of 23, whereas 17-year-old boys were choked, stabbed, and beaten. By who? It should come out. A serial killer broke out of jail and snuck on the teenage floor. There's also women and little girls in this jail also. There's a substantial risk that people incarcerated in Fulton County will experience forcible sexy time by other incarcerated people, poor supervision, poor classification practices, and the proliferation of weapons inside the jail. Poor conditions, including fact faulty door locks and lighting, contribute to an environment in which sexual assaults can readily and do readily occur. The jail has inadequate systems for uh, reporting sexy time harm and misconduct that make it difficult to quantify the level of sexy time violence and to stop it. The national standards for the detention, prevention, and punishment of prison forcible sexy time uh, required jails to distribute clear and accurate information to incarcerated people about the jails. Jumpsuit Pablo was talking about that tape. Apparently, it is a thing that they have to watch. Again, like, this is insane because none of this was like, this was not my experience in prison. This is not even close to my experience in any jail or prison. And all my jail experiences are mostly on the East Coast and Philadelphia. Uh, this is fucking crazy. Anyway, I can't. Okay. Typically, jails share this information in handbooks and posted signs. Jails should also provide multiple internal ways for incarcerated people to privately report forcible sexy time, as well as access to an outside agency that will receive and forward reports of forcible sexy time and misconduct to agency officials. The warden is supposed to come around, I think it's like once a week, maybe. I think it's once every 2 weeks or once a week to talk about he talks individually to the inmates. "You got a problem? Is there anything going on?" This or that, and he has to do that's his job. And he or she has to walk around and discuss things. And usually the prison guards are really they're very approachable people if you're approachable to them. And even if you make them mad, you can apologize or not apologize, but they'll still help you. This shit is so crazy to me. Do any of you guys have prison or jail experiences? Was it anything like this? I mean, maybe you might have been in a group home, maybe you were in juvie, orphanage, things like that. I don't know. What's your experience with these things? Okay. Okay. These measures are necessary and appropriate in the light of the well established risk of sexual violence inside jails and the risk that would otherwise be unreported. Yet, the jail does not consistently implement accepted measures to identify and respond to sex forcible sexy time. Well, I mean, like, what would you do if you were like, listen, guard, some stuff happened, and don't laugh at me, but this happened. Why? Why? I don't know. I don't know. But this is crazy to me. I can't believe this is how many minutes are we at? Oh, we're doing good. Okay. Okay. The jail's handbook has information about PREA and how to make a complaint about sexy time misconduct. But the handbook is not distributed to inmates upon admission. An electronic copy of the handbook is available on kiosk inside the housing unit. But many of these kiosks were missing or inoperable during our inspections. Remember in the YSL trial, Woody kept saying that it don't work. It don't work. It don't work. Okay. Since August of 23, the jail has a new PREA coordinator who has implemented new policies. The coordinator advised us that people can report forcible sexy time to her by phone or uh, that kind of thing, crisis center with Grady Hospital, but neither option is free. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? I bet this is a Democrat. Democrat runs this. Yep. I I don't I'm not saying nothing, but I'm saying that's probably a Democrat. The other options for reporting are to file a grievance on a kiosk, which may be inoperable, the shade. Have a third party, like a family member or attorney, submit the report or report to jail staff inside the housing units. In several cases, however, incarcerated people have reported that the officers don't do that shit. They don't take it seriously. For example, in February of 23, a woman reported she alerted staff to forcible sexy time the morning after it happened, but the staff did nothing to help her. The coordinator was not alerted until 3 days after, and the woman did not go to the hospital for a forcible sexy time examination until 4 days after. The jail's poor record keeping practices with regard to forcible sexy time also make it difficult to state the volume of such incidences. Oh my God. We originally, wait, what did it say? Uh, Hold on. We originally asked for all complaints made pursuant or falling under PREA, which would include all complaints of casual abuse. Wait, all complaints of sexy time that's forcible or the harassment of the sexy time kind, plus the PREA investigations, findings, and related documents. This is insane, right? Totally insane. Okay. Oh my God. This is out of control. I can't. This jail. Like, what kind of jail is like this? Like, why? It talks about the people that are in charge of the jail, but it doesn't say why they haven't done a report. Why they haven't done nothing like that, which is crazy because they should. They should have been done something a long time ago. Are they getting paid off? They're probably getting paid off. And that is crazy to me. Oh my God. I always get tired at this time, and it's only 10 o'clock. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm about to go eat some candy bars. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go eat some candy bars, and it's going to be amazing. Yeah. So, oh, you know what? I also have ice cream. I have some butter pecan ice cream. My dad says that's an old man flavor of ice cream. What are you, an old man? It's like, yeah, I'm an old Polish lady and I want some butter pecan ice cream and a candy bar. Man, uh, it might be too late for ice cream. All right, I'm going to eat a candy bar then. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully you got a candy bar too. So, thank you for watching. I do not know what. Oh, okay. So, thank you for watching. Press like and subscribe, please, because tomorrow morning I'll be back with my awesome rendition of Das Bible, and it'll be so much fun. We're going to find out what God says. It's going to be great. Anyway, please come back in the morning and we'll giggle with God. Thank you for getting lost in my part of the universe. I love you. There's a shuttle